Bam. So you saw it there. So as promised, I'm gonna tell you guys what this shrimp is. Or is it? Alright, so what do you guys think this is? Honestly. Let me turn on the light. I need to turn on the battery, but what do you guys think it is? I'll give you guys a clue. This is actually a female. It's not a male. And then if you look at the claws, what do you guys think it is? But anyways, right here's my UV sterilizer. I threw it in there so that algae could die off that was on there. So now it's pretty much dead. I haven't taken it out, but I should. Or actually, we are gonna take it out either way, cause you know how I hold up quick. All right, so right here's the tank, right? And we might take a break from the salt water right here, and even in the fresh water. And we're going to a different portion of the Interstellar Oceans project. So this is not going to be reef keeping anymore. So we're going to try to talk about actually what this is and why I got this little tank set up. So there's my little air stone and the bubble maker thing. So what am I doing with this tank? So this is actually for farm raised shrimp. And we're trying to breed and multiply shrimp. So for commercial use, you know what I mean? And then also I was thinking about breeding the shrimp also to feed some fish larvae. So I mean, so yeah, some fish fry with the larvae of the shrimp. But oh no, Nemo hatched too early. But anyways, this is I want to know if you guys know what it is. But before I tell you what it is, what do you guys think it is? Let me know. But let me tell you a little bit something about this environment. So this environment is actually a brackish water system. Originally I had it around 15 parts per thousand, but then I dropped it. Now it's around 10 parts per thousand or so. Maybe because of the water evaporation, we're probably around closer to 15 right now. But it hovers between 10 to 15 parts per thousand. And it's actually a brackish water environment, and what that means is where the river and the ocean meet, basically it forms a water that's kind of a mixture of in between, and it could be either be more salt or more fresh, but they're both either way called a brackish water system. But some people might call it a brine solution. But anyways, what else is cool? So what else is cool about these guys is about breeding. If you want to breed these guys, even if they breed in fresh water or in salt or anything like that, they have to travel to fresh water. I mean to salt water or to a brackish water environment in order for the fish fry to actually live. So if the fry actually are born in fresh water, I don't know if they actually are born in fresh water, but let's say they hatch in fresh water, they're just gonna die. So they need to actually hatch in a brackish water environment or a salt level environment. And the salinity I got in here is a perfect level to breed them and also hatch them. So you could, when you put them in the farm, like in a little lagoon or something, or whatever setup you have, you could acclimate these guys easier to fresh water in comparison to dropping the salinity from full strength salt water to fresh water. And another thing is, they're not considered shrimp, even though to us normal people these are fucking shrimp, but they're considered prawns. I think the difference between a shrimp and a prawn is just the size of the motherfucker. But and I think because it has a little thing in its forehead, but I think all shrimp have that shit. But I don't know, fucking, you know, people are retarded. They like to fucking name a whole bunch of retarded shit just to name retarded shit. But this is actually a prawn. It's not really a shrimp. It's actually a prawn, and it's not fully grown. I mean, it might be fully grown, but I seen them bigger than that. That's a female right here, and she's not fully grown. So if you guys know what she is, let me know. I already gave you a clue. So there's different types of prawns. Some that are naturally born, or that could be born in fresh water, but those are usually smaller, really small for commercial use. And then there's some that are are freshwater prawn, but in order for them to reproduce, they have to go into salt water. They have to migrate to salt. So normally, I would even. It's hard for me to even say they're a full freshwater shrimp. You know what I mean? Because it's not. Because if you can't reproduce, you have to go to saltwater. To me, you're a saltwater kind of environment or a brackish shit. But like I said, these shrimp could survive in full strength saltwater also. Okay, guys. So just as a heads up. But anyways, then there's also prawns that only live in the ocean and they never migrate to fresh water. And if they do, they'll probably die and shit. And then there's also saltwater prawns where they could go into fresh water, like the Pacific Vaname or Pacific white shrimp. But I know for sure if you get the Vaname, that's what they're called, the Vaname. Those guys are saltwater shrimp and they could migrate into fresh. And since I couldn't get the Vaname, I got this one. These are the Macroburgi, some shit like that. These are actually a freshwater shrimp that migrates into saltwater. But like I said, I think these guys, they definitely could go in full strength saltwater because I already tried that. But this is a female. So I already gave you guys a little background. So my next part of the project, since even though we're not going to focus on the reef hobby as much, I mean, we still are, don't get me wrong, we still are. But we're also going to venture into commercial parts of the hobby of the Interstellar Oceans project because no other salt brand does what I do. And so this is actually a project, an international project that we're working on. And instead of wasting money on other people trying to figure shit out, I already invested $2,000 just to figure out how to maintain this shrimp alive. And you'd be surprised on how easy and yet how hard it really is to fucking keep this shrimp alive. And so anyways, the next step was to reproduce this girl, and we're gonna get a male and reproduce the male with her. But I'm not gonna carry that experiment. I'm just gonna take out my live rock or my rock out. This tank is gonna be transferred to someone else and they're gonna carry on the project. But we're gonna get a male and reproduce her and all that, you know what I mean? And also stay tuned for video clips of the international projects that are happening, and all that stuff. All right, guys, a part of the Interstellar Oceans project, just in a different section. I know we're doing the movement in California, but I like to control or try to establish stuff elsewhere, you know what I mean? But for sure, the Interstellar Oceans project is also venturing into the commercial farming and stuff like that, but for saltwater and freshwater and brackish water environments. And here's a brackish water environment, but like I said, we're planning on putting the baby shrimps, eventually grow them out in freshwater, but even better, actually put them in full strength saltwater because it's a lot healthier. The plan is to grow these shrimp in saltwater instead of freshwater so we don't have all the contaminations and stuff. And a lot of mercury and everything's found in our farm raised shrimp or in saltwater shrimp or in your mama shrimp because of what you feed the shrimp. So if you constantly feed it contaminated food, then it's obviously going to have contaminated shrimp. So if we started off with beautiful larvae, and then you feed only high quality diet with no fucking nasty shit that we actually grew ourselves and everything, and we cultivated all the everything that's going to go to the feed. You know what I mean? Unless we did it, we're not going to buy anything. Like I said, it's going to be straight organic, and that's what we're going to do with this, all right? But what is shrimp is this? So this is a little female shrimp, and this is actually a female Malaysian freshwater prawn. They're called Macroburgi, something Macroburgi. But this is a freshwater, the female version. And she's really healthy, guys. I had her when she was really, really tiny. She was only like about an inch long, like your little dick. And then now she's actually pretty much bigger, but she's still pretty small. Like I said, it's a small shrimp still. But she's old enough to reproduce. Actually, after 6 months, they reproduce. But the male, if you ever look at the male, if you guys go look at a male, the males have really big Damn, I know it's hard to I can't focus the camera anymore. Too much blue light. Well, anyways, the male is actually has really giant claws, and honestly, I didn't have any males that made it. I only had a female, this female that made it, and so I just took care of her. But now I found her a new home, so I'm pretty happy. But the experiment's still gonna continue. So Sinaloa es mío. If you're watching this, if you watch this, this is the type of shrimp that I want to get, and if you could send it to where I told you, and towards the center of Mexico and different parts of Raza America and everything, that would really appreciate it. But anyone else is watching this, if you are from Sinaloa or other parts of Raza America and you guys could access to the ocean or different livestock from the ocean, please hit me up, because I definitely need people to help me send some stuff to we could start actually starting this farm. All right, so the Interstellar Oceans project's going into the farm raising markets. All right, guys, and like I said, we're gonna be sharing everything. And like I said, here's the salt and everything that we're gonna use. So here's the salt that's in there. So if you guys ask me if I reproduce things, every tank I have is always designed to reproduce something. Doesn't matter what it is. I always have it to either reproduce the shrimp or fish or the clowns or something. But like I said, always got something. But anyways, guys, this is today's video, and I hope you guys join me in this section of the hobby, because we're gonna be talking about farm raising animals and farm raising in the ocean. So even though I told you guys yesterday that I'm gonna cancel everything, and I know all my haters were pretty happy yesterday. They were like, "Oh, it's about time." I told you to just give that shit up. Much love to you guys, man. You guys are the first ones to click on my videos. But we're actually venturing into these markets, so commercial feeding and all that for human consumption. But we're not gonna do that here in America, because, you know what I mean, a lot of people are hating. But we're still gonna try to do it here in America and everything. Try to do it everywhere. But man, I got an FBI story for you guys. If you guys want to hear my FBI story, hit me up, because man, I'm gonna tell you guys a story when the FBI came to my house to talk to me and all that shit. You guys hit me up. If you guys ask me about it, I'll let you guys know on a different video. But anyways, guys, I'll let you guys go, and much love, and I'll see you guys shortly, actually, because we gotta start getting these shrimp everywhere, so you guys could start eating them and all that for barbecues, for the carne asadas and everything. Raza, help me. Raza, if you're watching this, help me start and launch this project. All right, guys. So fuck all that coral shit and fucking Nemo shit. We're actually fucking feeding motherfuckers, so we could try to feed all the Raza in California and everywhere around the world. Try to get shrimp and all these marine animals for farm raising, but in interstellar ocean waters, because I don't know, I don't trust any of these people. And also, heads up, don't ever eat farm raised animals. All right, any farm raised aquaculture animals or whatever they're called. Don't eat any fucking tilapia or farm raised salmon or anything, any of that shit, unless it comes from interstellar oceans. All right, guys, because you already know me. I do everything live and recording, and I don't know bullshit, you guys. As we grow everything, guys, because this is actually a new step in the project, actually, that's been going on for 5 years or more, actually, and I'm just introducing it to you guys because I finally got a little audience. And if you guys want to tap in, if you guys want to make some dineros, if you're Raza and you got Raza in Mexico, you got connects and everything, I need to get access to shrimp like these. I need to get the Pacific Vaname. All right, it's a Pacific white shrimp that naturally is found in Michoacan, in Sinaloa, and all those in Central South America, in the warmer waters. So please, if you guys could help me out, get the shrimp. It's a variant of this same shrimp. We already know how to keep them alive and breed them and everything. We just gotta have access to those shrimp. If you guys could really help me out, guys, that would appreciate. Fucking share this to someone that actually wants to make money. If you want to make money, right now, like I said, fuck all that saltwater shit. My co-host Brenda, you know what I mean, she got this, you know what I mean, we got this, right? But if you want to have this project that we want to launch in Mexico, that's also a different branch of the Interstellar Oceans project, let me know, because we already got the team and everything. We just got to get the product. Not the product is we just got to get the livestock. We got to get some animal fucking in our fucking hands, other than some fucking freshwater or tilapia and all that crap. We need some saltwater shit. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, please hit me up and everything. If you live in Raza, anywhere in Raza, America, and you guys could, if you guys got the connects, let me know. Everything's gonna go legal, everything, paperwork, all that shit. We got it covered and everything. We just gotta get the livestock, because right now it's hard to ship the livestock because all the suppliers don't want to ship shit. You know what I mean? So fuck them. So if you have family members who could just buy it and ship it to us, fuck. Hey, there's a huge fucking reward of fucking whatever I got in my pocket. Like I got my cock. But anyways, guys, I'll let you guys go, and much love.